It has been 3 long years. But finally, we are back at Mart Martinson Models HQ. But already, it's clear something is not right. Whatever is the matter, Martin?
Dickie's gone missing. And he's taken all of the company's money.
Have you tried to contact Dicky?
I tried to call him on the phone, but he was having his tea.
Dickie's just having his tea at the moment. Please call again at a more sensible hour.
I even called at Dickie's house, but there was nobody there.
Dickie's just having his tea at the moment. Please call again at a more sensible hour. Dickie's just having his tea at the moment. Please call again at a more sensible hour.
Without Dickie and the money, I don't know what we're going to do.
But our team did some digging, and we were able to locate Dickie Dixon.
I'm in Spain.
What are you doing here?
Well, I'm hoping to try and attract some of those beautiful young ladies over there. I must remember not to keep mentioning trains, because last night I was socialising with this beautiful young model called Helga, and just as things were hotting up, I lost control and shouted, "Model trains!" really loud, and she did leave. And she's still got my trousers. But of course, I'm not just here for a holiday, you know. I am here on business as well, but I'm going it alone this time, going solo, as you might say.
Back in England, Martin and the team are doing their best to try and pass the time while waiting for news on Dickie.
Would you like to play a game of mental dominoes?
Yeah, all right then. Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3, 12.
3.
Ready? 1, 2, 3,
5.
7. 1, 2, 3, 6.
6.
Domino.
If anybody has got a real box of dominoes to donate to us, our address is here. Thank you very much.
Oh, so Martin's at home begging for dominoes, is he? Yes, well that's exactly what's wrong with Martinson, you see. He expects everybody else to work their fingers to the bone, while he sits bone idle. Yes, well I've got my dominoes. Club dominoes they are. Very valuable.
Back at home, things are very quiet in the model repairs department too.
My problem is, I've got nothing left to tear up. The last few repairs went out last week, in bits. And now I've got nothing left to do. I've even taken to beating my fingers thin with hammers, Oh, bloody hell. I just can't bear having nothing on, It drives you mad in the end. But I have noticed that wall over there is looking a bit pristine, so I've decided I'm taking my hammer to it.
Meanwhile, Martin reflects on the failure of his business.
So Martin, how have the past 3 years been?
Well, we started by losing half of our customers because our prices were too high.
So what was your solution?
Well, we came up with another business strategy, which was to put our prices up even more.
And how did that go?
We lost the other half of our customers.
Oh, these bloody walls are pepper thin, Martin, they are. Oh, bloody hell, sorry, I'll finish off in a bit.
Did you ever consider a different strategy, like lowering your prices?
No.
So how many customers do you have now?
I think just one.
And who's that?
It's a very clever gentleman called Elon Musk. I think he has savings.
So now you're just making one model
Yes.
and you're selling it to Elon Musk?
No, we gave it away to a reviewer.
No, I'm not from England. I'm from Yorkshire. And I'm embarking on a wonderful new model railway consulting business. It's called Dicky Discussions. Could you put the website up for them so they can see it? There you go. I'm going to help all sorts of different model railway companies come up with wonderful new product ideas, ways to strengthen their brands. I haven't had, well, any customers yet, but I'm going to meet my first client this evening.
Well, Dickie, it's really great to meet you, and I just want to say that we're really excited to be working with a model railway legend such as yourself. Okay, well, let's jump straight into it. We're eager to hear any ideas you might have.
Well, I do have an idea that's going to make waves. It's very original. It's never been done before, and it's going to sell tens of thousands of models.
All right, well, that sounds fantastic. Please tell us more.
Okay, well, it's an all-new range themed around the Beatles.
The Beatles, as in the band?
The Beatles, yes.
Sorry, no. We're looking for model railway ideas?
The Beatles?
No, not the Beatles. We're looking for something different, something relevant to model railway.
Different, relevant, yes. The Beatles.
No, not the Beatles. I like the Beatles.
Love the Beatles.
But this makes no sense for a model railway product.
Listen, young man. The Beatles are the greatest band this earth has ever known.
Yes, but they don't have anything to do with model railways.
Well, not yet they don't, but only because you haven't plastered the Beatles onto every model in the range.
I'd like to have some ideas that don't involve the Beatles.
The Beatles.
Not the Beatles.
You won't find any. There's nothing better than the Beatles. Every morning I'm woken up by a Beatles alarm clock playing A Hard Day's Night. I drink my morning coffee out of a Beatles mug. I've got a big sticker on the back of my car, and guess who's on it?
The Beatles.
No, the Rolling Stones.
Ah, there you go. Now that's something different.
And I refuse to drive the flipping thing because it's not got the Beatles plastered all over it. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you tomorrow. No, definitely not. No.
Who is your favourite band, Dickie?
Ooh, favourite band, you say? I think I'd have to say Status Quo.
Why don't you make a train set themed around those?
What, the Beatles?
Would you say that Dickie was a useful consultant?
Well, no, not really. All he wants to do is make Beatles products, and he can't seem to understand that that doesn't really make any sense.
Look, all I wanted to do was take a sad song and make it better. But he was having none of it. So I'm off to write a book.
Back at home, the company's finances are spiralling out of control, and the bank has sent in a bailiff to settle the debts.
I'm sorry, but we can't pay you at the moment.
Good. I'll have the shirt off your back then, please.
Do you enjoy your job, Jake?
I hate it when people pay up. I prefer to take the shirts off their back instead.
And what do you do with the team's clothes?
I take them home and I build a nest with them and sleep in it.
My first job is to try and raise enough money to buy some nail clippers to stop me big toes bursting through me socks. Every time I have got 2 pennies to rub together, I have to spend them on replacing ruined socks.
I will gladly have your ruined socks, sir.
I'd like to add another item onto the list of things that I need. A shirt.
A shirt? Martin, I'm trying to enjoy a holiday. Can't you pop into a charity shop like Bernardo's or Scurb? Oh, you've got a spare, so get off the phone, for God's sake. I don't know, Mr. Martinson. Sometimes your old life doesn't wish to be left behind. Sorry, where were we?
The book.
Oh yes, the book. I've finished my book. It's called Dicking Around with Model Trains. It's a great read. And of course, it's been quite difficult to write a book with all of the consultancy that I've been doing, but I do think it's very important to keep your brain active during retirement. I mean, during a running of a model railway consultancy business. Otherwise, you begin to behave a bit like a vegetable, like Martin.
But back at home, Martin is ransacking Dickie's office.
Dickie's left us in a bit of a pickle. He made us spend all of last year focusing on supporting the retailers.
Or rather, forcing the customer to support the retailers out of their own pocket through extortionate pricing, and then pretending we're the good guys for supporting the retailers.
The only problem is we've supported the retailers and they love us, but the customers, you'll have to pardon my language, have buggered off.
Another problem with the business is that our backsides are being kicked by the competition, and I've been tasked to solve it. My solution? Copy everything our competitors do, make all of the same models, but do a worse job of them and charge more. Dickie believes this strategy will make us profitable again. It won't, but it's a strategy.
In Dickie's office, Martin has struck gold.
I found Dickie's trousers. There was a parcel in Dickie's inbox from Spain, and inside the parcel was the trousers, and inside the trousers is Dickie's checkbook. I think our money problems might be solved.
But is this not fraud? Are you not afraid of breaking the law?
It's the only chance we've got. The bailiff's waiting right there.
I've sold 3 copies of this now, you know, which actually makes this book officially the best-selling model railway autobiography of all time. It is, quite rightly, very expensive, of course. In fact, the proceeds from those sales have funded this holiday of mine in Spain. And, oh, excuse me. Hello, Dickie Dixon, best-selling model railway author. Oh, Martin's found me checkbook, has he? Thank you. Good old Helga. She's done as I've asked. Good girl. Oh, excuse me.
There you are, sir.
Musty trousers. Your debt is settled, sir.
I think I need a holiday.
Hello?
Hello, is that the documentary team?
Yes, it is. Hello.
Hello. I'm afraid Martin's been arrested for fraud, so I think we'll have to call this a day. You won't be able to film anymore.
Oh, I am sorry.
And tell the viewers don't bother sending dominoes or shirts. It's all over.
Okay, many thanks for letting us know.
I remember this page. You've got to buy this book, you know. Marvellous, marvellous read.
Yeah, alright then. Yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 12.
I don't know my numbers.